I go fix something nice. You want coffee, maybe?
I'd love some, black. Sam, have a cup with me.
I have already invited myself.
Out of sight.
The best thing I've ever done. Funny, isn't it?
Hilarious. Mike, look, I'm not exactly beautiful, but I am available. I'm kind to my mother, and I make very good spaghetti.
Sorry, I don't like spaghetti.
Oh, you could learn to love it in time. And I'd be very patient and understanding.
And this charming, spacious studio apartment will be vacant in the very near future. This was once one of the finest homes in New York, you know.
Back in the early 17th century.
And this is...
There's a drink in the cupboard.
My reputation always seems to precede me. This does more than mortals can to justify God's ways to man. I think that's misquoted, but it's a rousing sentiment.
Mrs. Durant, you're on.
In a minute, Jimmy.
Want to talk about...
I hope he doesn't blame you if Neil doesn't show up.
Why should he? It wasn't my idea to call Neil.
I know, but you never can tell what these fellas are going to do.
I think he's sort of interesting, don't you?
Typical bully boy. I've run into 100 of them.
I haven't. I've never met anyone like him.
Well, watch yourself. Don't let him get you alone.
I'll have a lot of choice if that's what he wants.
Just don't act foolish and start finding him fascinating.
You know, he'd probably let us go if you offered him some money.
In the next chapter, the Martians invade.
How come you're up here for a divorce?
He couldn't be the reason.
It's none of your business.
He got more money than your husband?
Why should you be interested, Mr. Hurley?
No, I've always been interested in what makes me.
All this fuss about a little old bullet. We used to dig 'em out of the jackknives and make watch fobs out of 'em. Still got a couple that got out of my right leg, carved 'em into cupids.
Quite a guy, your husband, showing up like this. Can he do the job?
He doesn't know.
Well, at least they have a car. Just big enough.